Well, welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be hurricane prep day. What is it? Hurricane Dorian, I believe they're calling it, several hundred miles that way. And they are projecting it to come into the state as a Category 4, and then kind of cut and come up our direction as it's showing a Category 1. So that's enough to heed the warning. So today, got to do some chores, mow, clean up, batten down the hatches, so to speak. We're going to possibly prune some limbs, get some things put up that could blow around. And it's been a while since I give y'all a food plot update, and honestly it's been a while since I've seen the food plot. Been working 12-hour days, getting home just about dark, so I haven't been down there in several days. So I'm excited to check that out, see how the millet plots are doing. We'll probably swing by and check on the persimmons, see if they're starting to turn. And bought a new toy that I'm going to do a video coming up here, so I'll show y'all that right here at the end of the video. Let's get hooked up, do a little mowing. Just wanted to show y'all something pretty impressive. Remember this plot that I just planted? I planted this 4 days ago. Look at how these beans are coming up. They're doing so well. Coming up way quicker than I would have ever thought. See some deer tracks out here in it. Shot a decent 8-point last year coming out of here, and you can see the tracks are going back in there. They love to bed up in this thick stuff. But man, I'm impressed. It's coming up quick. They're already pretty tall. Trying to see some of these tracks. These are pretty good sized tracks, some of them. Give you an idea. You see there. So I just stuck a camera up here. I don't know if y'all can see my tree stand over there right now. I've got it hid pretty good. The way I prune the limbs back, I could shoot over the top of this limb, but you can't see me when I'm sitting in it. But I'm excited. Got the camera out. So hopefully the next day or two we'll start getting some pictures and seeing what this looks like. This kind of got me in the mood, so I'm gonna run around the property and put another camera out in a spot that's pretty popular travel spot. And let's start getting some pictures, seeing what's running around. Man, that's some dusty corn. Well, I don't know if y'all just seen I was recording, but we just came pulling up to the food plot right here, and a good wad of dove come up out of this millet. I'm kind of surprised. There's no bare ground. It's still a foot or so thick, but they're obviously ready to eat it. As you can see, no, this is not dead. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. So here's the plot. It's browning up. It does this every year. It is just about ready to put on the ground. Whenever you can pull on these and they come loose like that, you can see the amount of seed. It still has a little bit of tug to it, so I think probably one more week and I'll put about half this on the ground. Obviously the dove are already starting to come here. I'll go ahead and put that on the ground as well. So that'll put plenty of seed on the ground. Then probably 1 week before the season, I'll put the other half on the ground. So that'll be a tremendous amount of seed. And again, y'all can see why I plant it the way that I do if you've been following along. Look underneath. Practically no weeds, straight bare ground, and I didn't use any herbicides whatsoever. So planting it thick like this does stunt the growth, doesn't give you the big seed heads that most people are used to with brown top millet, but there's probably millions of seeds out here and more than the dove could ever eat in this little plot. And I love the way that it keeps the ground bare and clean. So I'll come through with the flow mower, knock this down. That does a really good job of knocking the seed heads loose. Then it's laying on that bare dirt. And a lot of times I'll come back with a 0-turn mower and just kind of blow that top brush off, and you'll just be left with bare ground with just a crazy amount of seed. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna swing to the other side and show you the millet that's coming up. Still have dove flying around the plot, so this is a good sign. Glad they're coming in. They should definitely get to coming with some seed on the ground. Other side's a little yellow, may need some more fertilizer. It's actually been kind of dry the last few days, surprisingly, but plenty of rain on the radar for this weekend. So I think that'll get wet good, and I'll see if it darkens up after the rain. If not, we'll throw some fertilizer on it. All right, y'all, excuse the mess, but I told you at the end of the video I'd have something to show you. A man toy. Yeah, whatever you think. So, new toy to me, work to other people. Have finally decided to break down and get me a log splitter. I definitely need to get one now that we have plenty of trees on the property and things like this hurricane that's coming right now. You know, that may lay some more trees down. I've already got some cut up, ready to split. But all I did was just get the Tractor Supply 25 ton. I think it'll be plenty for the trees that I split here. I've already run it, starts up great. So looking forward to splitting some wood in the future. I'll have some videos on that, you know, some chainsaw videos, splitting some wood. So if that's something that you're interested in, those will be coming up real soon. Like I said, I've already got some rounds split up from earlier in the year from some storm damage. So probably this coming up week, I'm gonna fire this thing up and put it to use. Camper's right over there, and I've noticed this week a couple different times I've been seeing deer in this area feeding along this tree line, which is not completely unusual, but I haven't noticed that yet this year, and it finally dawned on me what's going on. The persimmons have finally turned ripe, and they're hitting the ground. So that's what these deer over here are doing. You can see all the tracks. They're over here picking these persimmons up. So they turned pretty quick since the last video. There's only a few green ones left. Look at all of them falling right now. So that explains why the deer have been over here hitting this tree line in the afternoons. I don't know if y'all can see way up there. So definitely ripened up. It won't be too much longer and they'll be done. Apparently the little dog wants to try some. But I see them everywhere on the ground. So nice little bonus. We got the field mowed today, and I say we because Tiffany today decided to try her hand at running a zero turn for the first time, and she actually did very well. I was watching her. I can remember my first time. It was like a bucking bronco. I was all over the place. Thought it was going to be so easy, but it was not. So she decided to get out and help me. Like I said, we've got the whole place mowed, so that gives us this Labor Day weekend to kind of go play and enjoy ourselves, as long as the storm doesn't get here a little earlier than predicted and mess that up. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. We'll have another video coming out shortly. It's time to plant one more deer food plot, and I'll give you an update on the one in the back. And then if you'll check out the other channel, the Kelly's Outdoors, I'll be doing some scouting and hunting on that very soon. Thanks for watching.